Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Saw another news story that I thought I would share with you and kind of get some ideas on from a self-defense perspective. This one, I love to travel and I love to travel internationally. My wife and I have traveled internationally a whole bunch. We are not traveling internationally this year, though we are taking a nice vacation. My wife and I will be celebrating our 30th anniversary this summer. So you can congratulate my wife, Laura, for putting up with me for 30 years in the comments if you'd like. I saw this story in Travel and Leisure. And it was titled, "I got mugged, pickpocketed, robbed, and had my car broken into on trips." Yikes. "These are 9 products I wish I'd had." Okay, so some self-defense products and anti-theft products from this person's traveling to 70 plus countries. Let's talk about those 9 products and whether I think any of them are useful.
Lucky Gunner is my recommended trusted provider of Freedom Seeds for range or defensive use. In stock, good prices, and rocket fast shipping are why I go back again and again. Because of new guidelines, I can't link their site or say it, but you're smart and you can find it with a simple Google search. Stick it to the man by paying them a visit today.
I do want to recognize that in many of the countries that you'll visit outside the United States, carrying of firearms is completely illegal, right? In fact, as a non-resident in most of the places you might visit outside the States, there's no way you're carrying a gun, all right? That's just not happening. In a lot of those places, carrying any defensive tools is an absolute no-no. Like the most that I get away with in most of my stuff would be a bright flashlight, my everyday flashlight that I could use as a Kubotan if I absolutely had to. Sometimes I'll take a fruit knife with me, stick a good sharp knife in an apple. Hey man, it's just for me to eat my apple. And then could be used for other stuff if that need showed up. Maybe, okay, fine. But having purpose-built defensive tools in most of the world is just not going to fly, right? So I'm interested to see kind of what she had. So let's see some of the stuff that she talks about. First one here, a Faraday car or key pouch, and that keeps bad guys from RFID spoofing your car key and your other Bluetooth items. All right, cool. I don't think that's a big idea, a bit wrong. The next one, I already have problems, right? So the next one, she's got one of these She's Birdie personal safety alarms. And here's what she says. Look at this. "After the last time I got mugged," wow. "The police said noise is often the best deterrent. This compact keychain sized alarm is loud, 130 decibels, and designed specifically for women by women. It's TSA approved, easy to activate, comes in fun colors. It's also dumb as crap." Right? Because you go, oh, make a loud noise. You have something to make a loud noise. This right here. So if you yelling help won't bring them around, some loud alarm that is nondescript and doesn't say to people that somebody needs help isn't going to do that either. So I push this button and it makes a loud noise that's distracting and maybe hopefully attracts attention and they run off. I got the same thing with my voice. I just think this is one of those products that separates gullible people from their money. It's just not helpful. All right, let's move on. Next one. Oh boy, Saber pepper spray stun gun with flashlight. God dang it, did we get this stupid already? Ay vey. All right. This is dumb on a high level. Now, she said this on Amazon, this had 32,000 plus 5-star reviews. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. That it says it's got 40,000 positive reviews is absolute trash. This is my guess is a ton of bots, but also purchases there, but also people who are stupid and have never actually used it. Okay, here's the thing. A stun gun is an incredibly stupid item. That is different than a taser. So a taser shoots darts that have wires attached to them that have conductive electrical technology, and neuromuscular incapacitation. A stun gun is about this wide across, and you stick it on somebody and it hurts. And it does hurt, don't get me wrong. A stun gun hurts like heck, but that's all it is a pain compliance device, and you have to actually be touching them for it to work. They're completely ineffective. So ditch the stun gun completely. Stun guns are trash, get away from it. Now, an OC spray, you guys know I love OC spray. If you've been around the channel at all, you know I love OC spray. We recommend Palm OC. It is the right formula and batch tested, and the company is a good company, right? I will say the only other company that batch tests appropriately and makes a usable product that I like is Saber. I don't recommend them as a company, but I do say that that is a good quality product. Next one, Apple AirTag. I love AirTags. I use AirTags all the time just to keep track of my trash and keep track of my bags when they're on airplanes. So I love AirTags. That's great. Next, a travel money belt. Yeah, I think, having your, a wallet that has a few bucks in it, but then having actual, like some serious cash in a different spot that's hidden is, I think, really wise, especially when you're out of the country. I think that's good stuff. Next one she recommends alternatively is a neck wallet that you can use alternately and hang it, on side your person. All right, same idea. Having some money that's not in a ostensibly like a place that the bad guys are going to look for it. Great. Next one, a shoulder bag. This best-selling anti-theft shoulder bag looks like it could be from Lululemon, but comes with serious security perks. RFID blocking card slots, like that, because again, they can spoof your RFIDs. An anti-pickpocket zipper clip, all right, I like that. And 16 plus color options, cool. The wide strap makes it stylish and comfy, all right. Now, I do like, a lot of these will say that their strap is cut resistant. I actually don't like that because what we see is people get whipped around like rag dolls with those, so I actually like that it's not, which is a good thing. Next one, some double small carabiner clips. Now the interesting part for these, and actually I don't mind these as much, they work with zippers to make it harder for thieves to open them without you noticing. So they basically, what they are is they clip to your zipper and then that clips to something else so that you can't open it without undoing the carabiner, which makes it a little bit harder to do. I don't mind that a bit. Now, the last one here is Amazon Basics Portable Security Case Lock Box Safe. I love having a little box safe here. I just don't necessarily think the Amazon one is the correct one, okay? This little, having a little box safe is great. Having it with a cable so that you can strap it to something that it can't be removed from is great. The problem with this Amazon one is it's a 3-number combination, so there are only 1,000 possible combinations, and so your perps can, if they have just a little bit of patience, you can get through 1,000 combinations in, I don't know, half an hour, something like that. So if they've got patience, they can steal it and then go through those combos pretty quick. The one that I like to use is actually biometric, and so there's no way for you to get in it. Now, if you got a crowbar, right, you're gonna get into it, no problem. It's not designed to hold something like that, but having a little lockbox like that you can lock to something that can't be moved, that you can leave in your hotel room when you're out places, is okay. I love that. I will say, so of these 9, I think a couple of them are crap, but a couple of them are okay. Remember, in most of the world, if you're leaving the country, be real careful with carrying pepper spray. You got to make sure you check your local laws. A lot of times, again, a bright flashlight is about as good as you're going to get. A pocket knife is going to get you in big trouble. The rest of this stuff, some of it is good to keep the pickpockets at bay. Some of it is crap that is just separating fools from their money. I hope that helps you to kind of be more discerning. I have a question for you. What product out there that gets sold as a safety product for whether it's traveling or women or kids, whatever, is the biggest piece of crap that you've run into? What's the biggest scam? Let me know in the comments and I'll take a look at some of those too.